Something keeps pulling me back to where I felt alive. For a year and a half I haven't touched boards, but my mind keeps driving back to those times. 2 years in a row, several months each, I was in Bali and surfed almost every morning. It made me feel awake, free, happy. But can I get that back? So I came back to Bali. I decided to get back my surf skills. It's been a year and a half since I surfed last time, but most importantly, I want to feel alive again. I'm so happy that I rented the same board as last year. The only early mornings I actually love waking up for. The same board, the same rash guard, the same camera. Everything is the same, but everything is different. Different area, different spot, different me. In previous years I surfed mostly in Kuta. This time I'm in Canggu. 2 spots on this beach, Batu Bolong and Oldmans. I'm heading to Oldmans. It feels so strange to be on the board again. I can't even balance lying down.
I'm tired and I'm still only around, line up. It will be hard physically, but I feel amazing being on the board in the water. Oh my god, that's easy waves. Easy waves, it's amazing.
I need to relearn everything. How to even sit on the board, how to read the waves, how to paddle into them, how to do a turtle roll, how to pop up. And honestly, I love that. Starting from zero and learning every little thing again. This spot is nothing like Kuta. In Kuta, the waves are small but punchy. Here they look bigger, but they are soft. Less punchy, so they are harder to catch. The wave doesn't push you much, you do all the work. I met a coach from the school I trained with last year. It was good to see him. He watched me paddle and gave me 2 tips. First, don't panic when you go for a wave. Second, the power isn't at the start of the stroke, it's at the end. After that advice, I took my first wave. But then I saw I didn't have priority, so I let it go. Anyway, being on the wave, even for a second, was an unbelievable feeling, even though it was so hard to paddle into it. Some of the waves were way bigger than I'm used to. I'd love to tell you I went for them, but I didn't. Sometimes I just read them wrong. Me and that wave had very different ideas about who was supposed to catch who. The waves at this spot are completely new for me. I just returned from my first surf session. First of all, it was amazing. I'm really happy that I'm here, that I'm back to the ocean and trying to remember how to surf. Really, just to be in the ocean feels amazing. I'm really happy that I'm here. I take only 1 wave, that wasn't in the priority, and I decided to leave. I have lots of things what I need to train and remember, but it feels awesome. I love it. I don't believe I'm here again. And it's like I start all over again from the beginning. and I love it. I love that feeling. Yesterday I completely forgot to use sunscreen. I remembered it only in the ocean. It's very important to use. Paddling out was so much harder than yesterday. So today was a difficult day. The waves were bigger today, and of course I got way more tired than the day before. It was difficult to take waves, even more difficult than yesterday because it was scary. Yeah, it was harder to catch anything. I always tried to check priority, and sometimes I was just afraid to go for it. And because the waves were bigger, sets kept coming in, and I had to do a 30 roll a lot, and after that I had no energy. Honestly, not the best conditions to start after the break. Even in the middle of this day, this session, I thought maybe I should go back to the Kuta as I did last years. But after I take this one wave, I was thinking like, wow, I just need to adapt to it and give it time and have fun. Yeah, I enjoy to be in the ocean, but still want to take more waves. The surf forecast today is huge, but I'm not here now to overcome or achieve something. I'm here just to enjoy it, and so I'm going for a massage. Finally, I surfed today. In the beginning, it was difficult to go into the ocean. I was even doubt to go or return to home because waves looks huge. Wasn't any school, so I was thinking maybe it's too huge conditions for me. But I decided to go, and it was awesome. In the middle of the session, I was feel like I didn't tide. I can paddle a lot, and I have enough power for it. And I was thinking like, I'm back. But of course not. To the end, I feel really tired. That session I caught a lot of waves, awesome ones. I forgot how good it feels to ride a wave that long. Nothing else in your head. That's exactly what I missed. I'm filming with a GoPro on my board, and honestly, from this angle every wave looks tiny. But this time a guy on the shore filmed me on the camera, so you can see how it actually looked. Yeah, it's awesome spot actually, awesome waves, just to adapt. I'm really excited what will be next, and I'm happy that I surfed that waves. Awesome. The rest of the week was more of the same. Perfect weather, perfect water. On day 5 I rode one wave all the way to the beach. Small, but it felt so good. Still, it was only a wave or two a day. Part of the problem is paddling, part of it is the spot, I still can't read it, but mostly it's just too many people. Everyone wants the same wave, and I stay out of the fight. Then I read a quote from a legendary surfer. A lot of people think, what does meditation have to do with surfing? It actually has everything to do with surfing. At sunset, I decided to try it on the beach. Come on, meditation with closed eyes is for big cities. Honestly, last week was difficult. A lot of hard conversations I never wanted to have. I lost myself in it. Not just from feeling good, but from feeling anything normal at all. And the only thing that brings me back to life is surfing.
I'm flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one.
My stamina was coming back, I could surf longer now, but every morning I kept looking at another spot with longer waves. I wanna try Batu Bolong today. It's the spot close to Oldmans. I've never tried, but I always saw how good the waves there. A long wave. Now it's not enough energy for good spots in Oldmans, but in Batu Bolong maybe it will be cool. The problem is it's a huge amount of people in Batu Bolong, but anyway, I think I should try. The waves were bigger than Oldman's, but it's so smooth, so melon, you could just glide. And there it was. The wave had been staring at for weeks, so long you could just ride and ride. But waves like this is never yours alone. Everyone wants it. You can see how many people are trying to take this one wave behind me.
You are number 11 in the queue. Please hold.
To be honest, Batu Bolong beat me. Too many people, a couple of waves in 3 hours. So the next day I ran back to Oldmans, hoping it would be emptier. But it was worse, even more crowded than Batu Bolong. To catch anything, I had to sit way out to the shoulder. Fewer people there, but almost impossible to catch anything. One wave the whole session. Surfing was the thing that pulled me out of everything, and now I couldn't even catch a wave. I'm ready to give up. It's terrible surfing. I sit in the ocean 1 to 2 hours. I was trying to take something, but I didn't. After an hour, it feels so terrible. I can't take any wave, and it's not like terrible wave or something like this. Other people was surfing. Waves were good, really, it was good. It was so many people. To take that waves I need to sit close to the peak, but when I'm there sometimes comes bigger wave and it's so dangerous to sit there around peak when out comes all boards in the sky in that moment. It's so dangerous to be there. I'm really afraid to be there. I think it's the main reason of my problems. Nobody wants a messy ocean. Wind, closeouts, chop. Turns out that's exactly what I needed. Today waves were actually terrible, but it's not so bad.
Yes, it was closeouts, lots of closeouts, hard winds, peaks were in different places, waves from different directions. But actually I'm used to it. In previous years I surfed mostly in Kuta, and they're always like that. Because of that, people were sitting in different places and line up, so there were much more opportunity to take waves. That's why I took more waves today. Yeah, it wasn't awesome waves, but it's more fun, more activities, and I like that conditions more than normal perfect conditions in lineup where it's unbelievable amount of people in one pickle. Today was awesome. I really like that.
The next few days had the same conditions, and I liked them even more. It wasn't all pretty, let me show you some fails. In one of these sessions, a big turtle came up right next to me, exactly when I was riding away. So beautiful. Not perfect waves, but it was so fun.
More sales, more money.
Following rampage can be dangerous to others.
We need to sell more shit.
I don't want to go back to Kuta anymore, to small, safe waves. I want something bigger. A bigger swell came in, bigger than forecasted. I stood on the shore for 20 minutes, waiting, watching, thinking. In the end, I decided to try. Halfway out, I already knew it was too much for me. I sat as close to the channel as I could, but the sets kept coming, the waves just kept crushing on me. I barely caught anything, the waves were too big, and every time I hesitated, I'd blow my one chance. Maybe I'm really not ready, maybe a month isn't enough. That evening I saw a post. The school I trained with the last 2 years was heading to Medewi. I'd always dreamt to go in there. Part of me just wanted to feel that again, the way it was those years before. And part of me needed to know if I could still handle waves like that, or if that part of me was gone.
It's 5 a.m. I just woke up. I'm ready to go to trip to Medewi. 5 a.m. Good morning. Felt like we drove forever.
The waves looked epic. It's a left-only wave. On the shore, the coach explained us how to do cutbacks and generating speed on the wave, and we started to prep. Medewi has the longest waves in Bali, and the same swells that beat me in Canggu the day before still hadn't dropped, so the waves here are heavy today, the perfect test. You can ride forever here on these waves, but there is one section, sharp, fast, powerful, hard to make. At first, I just left the wave before it, didn't even try. Then I started going for it. A couple of times, it almost put me on the rocks. But most of the wave is smooth, even at that size. I could actually work on cutbacks and generating speed. The last one is the hardest for me on my backside, and here I finally had a chance to try it. The foam doesn't scare me here, you can ride straight through it, stay on the pocket, but miss your moment to get off the wave, and that sharp section comes down right on top of you. And riding one of those long waves, I finally felt it. I was back. I stopped thinking. I was just there, alive. This song has been stuck in my head the whole month. Flying above the sun.
Flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. I'll wait till the dawn. I'm searching the won't stop looking, won't stop searching, won't stop, won't stop. Won't stop looking, won't stop searching, won't stop, won't stop. Won't stop, won't stop. I won't stop, won't stop. I'm flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. When I'm flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. I'll wait till the dawn. I'll wait till I'm I'm flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. I'm searching the I'll wait till the flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. Can't see myself, can't see no
It's already almost a tradition, ending every surf video on the beach. I like that. Hope you enjoyed the Medewi trip. I spent 2 days there and I decided to make a whole separate video about the journey. It's probably already on the channel. If not, it will be there really soon. And hope you enjoyed watching me try to get back into surfing. Honestly, I loved every second of it. The ocean, the sun, the waves. It just filled me up in a way nothing else really does. I really hope that I keep coming back to that. Thank you for watching. The fact that my first 2 surf videos got more than 50,000 views, I just can't wrap my mind around that. Really can't. So thank you. And please subscribe to the channel. It really supports me, and I'll see you in the next video from Medewi.